Hi guys, welcome to Crystal Goddess Intuitive. Thanks for watching. Welcome to today's Pickacard reading. And this reading is about your career path. Am I on the right career path? So I want you to take a second and meditate on the three decks in front of you and the crystals that are attached to them, and slowly allow your higher self to guide you into the message that you need to hear today. These messages are timeless, so whenever you stumble upon this video, it is meant for you to see it and view it in its entirety at that time. Again, thank you for watching Crystal Goddess Intuitive. Check the timestamps below in the description for your specific day. Hi. Thanks. Hi, Group 1. If you chose Group 1, then you were attracted to this beautiful, glistening, natural pyrite. And this is a projective stone. This is used to carry for protection. This also promotes physical well-being. This also keeps you safe from any physical danger and or harm. And just like a quick story, I know this to be true because some months back, something Spirit was I always carry crystals, and so Spirit said carry this crystal, and I'm like, this crystal is big, but I carried it, and not that same day, but 2 days later, a gentleman tried to steal my cell phone from right out of my hand, and it did not work for him. So, and I want to thank this pyrite for that. So, all right, let's get into it. Are you on the right career path? We're going to start off with these four right here. And this is going to explain the current career situation, okay? And the first card we have is the Light card here. And this card represents tapping into your destiny. And I feel like this, all my group ones that are watching, you guys have tapped into it, but it's just been a hobby. Like, if it's something creative, and I feel like there may be a lot of crafters in the group, whether it's a digital crafter or a physical crafter. I feel like there's a lot of creative energy here, and I feel like you guys have tapped into it already, either by helping family members out with projects or just crafting for yourself. And the next card I have is the Love Begins card, which, as you can see, is in reverse. And the reason this card is in reverse is because there is a societal block here, and this and what I mean by that is living life by the standards that society and family has taught you, and these things have become like your ground rules for life, and going against the grain just feels a little uncomfortable to you. And I feel like with this card being present here, it's something you've considered, but you're not at the place where you're willing to take the risk. The next card we have here for my number ones is the Patience card. And this card, they're saying, Spirit is saying, you need to have patience with yourself in these endeavors and taking risks, because I feel like with you guys in my group one, that you guys have other financial responsibility outside of yourself. So I feel like a lot of people here are parents. And if not parents, then you're married. Like, you're not in a situation where if you take a risk, the only person that'll be affected is you. So they're saying you have to have patience with yourself and in this change, because there is a change. There's a change that's happening here, and they're telling me this leads to the next card, which is the trapped in fear card. And this trapped in fear card sums up your career of what you're doing now versus your hobby. And it's like you want to do this full time, but you're scared to do this full time because you know that other people rely on you. And so that is the overall feel of your current status in the realm of career right here. So let's get into what needs to happen next for you, my group ones. Get all of, we got them all, yay. Okay, so the overall feel I get from the cards before we go into each of them individual is hard work and persistence. This is going in order for you to get to here, which is where you really want to be, because you don't want to go to the office. Those of you who have those of you who work a schedule, and I feel like that's literally everyone watching this. Those of you who work an actual schedule, whether it be whether you do shift work or you have a 9 to 5, but you work a schedule for someone else. And the feeling that I get from this card right here, from this first row, is that, especially with this card being present and then this card being in reverse, is you guys seek freedom. You seek freedom, but you're fearful that this freedom will come at a cost. Okay, so let's get into it to give you some more insight and to give you a pathway to how to get to this full time. Because I feel a lot of joy with this card. Like, even if you're doing it as a hobby right now, you're so happy that it doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't even feel like work. And that is the dopest place to possibly be. So the first card we have here is the Ace of Ariel card. And this card represents potential, manifestation, prosperity. Okay, and it says, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or a promotion. So, as much, this is what this card is representing, and you guys and my number ones, is that it closely correlates with the patience card, and the patience, and then having a feeling that other people depend on you, because these same people, as children, family, and intermediate family, these same people will be your biggest supporters if and when you decide to make this leap. Okay, they will be your biggest supporters, and when you decide to make this leap, I feel like there's no, how they always talk about, especially with entrepreneurship, how there's always this struggle. I feel like as soon as you have the confidence and you take the leap and you know that your family will be there for you, this will be a very successful endeavor for you. This is a very successful endeavor for you. Why? Because this literally is your path. And because it's in the creative realm, I feel like people have told you either it's hard to make a living from it, or that's not something you make a living from it. And I'm picking up there are a lot of seamstresses, designers in the clothing realm that may be watching this, and you've done things for yourself and family members, and you posted pictures and you get likes, but it's literally time for you to share this, because the joy you bring to people with this gift is unmeasurable. So, and that leads us to the next card, which is the Six of Ariel card. And this card represents growth. Also generosity, charity, giving. The financial block that you're putting on yourself by saying you need to make enough to take care of yourself. You need to be this provider and only this job can do that. Once you release that and know that once you release that fear, like the material gain here is like they're saying unmeasurable. Like the material harvest in this situation is they're saying things that dreams are made of is what I hear. So like the things that you dreamed of that you thought maybe weren't true, like it's all going to come true as soon as you start following this path. And let's just read the message on the card. And it says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And I feel like this has a lot to do with like supplies. You guys are going to be gifted with supplies to create whatever it is that you create. Whether it's a new computer, whether it's those Cricut machines, or whether it's yarn or fabric, whatever it is, whatever material that you use to create this, the universe will find someone to gift you with what you need. So you don't have to worry about having like money to buy all of these items because it's going to be gifted to you. The third card we have for you guys is the Ace of Raphael, which this is also a potential card, and this holds compassion, and this is an emotional card here, and it says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insight. And this Spirit is saying that once you get started, right, and these two things happen, your family is okay and they start to support you and people start gifting you things, it is imperative that you return the same love to those people, because when you give, it's like you are setting the universe to give to you back. Okay, so this is saying appreciate all of those new positive energies that are coming your way, and make sure you let those people know that you appreciate their energy in this endeavor, because I feel like these people, and it's going to be I get mainly family and family friends that are going to be your biggest supporter. And let me tell you, in the entrepreneurship realm, that's like really unheard of. But you really have a strong, supportive circle. You really do. Like if you have siblings, I feel like your siblings are literally going to be walking advertisements for you. Like they're going to wear your projects, they're going to show your projects, like they're going to use your projects, and they're going to like, and I feel like whatever you do is going, and whatever you do and then you do for them is going to help them to become successful. So it's going to make them, especially if you're in the area of like coaching in that area, like that's really, it's going to be like, it's one helping another. Because even though they're coming to support you and help you, that what you offer them will help them grow as well. And the fourth card we have for you guys is the Three of Raphael in reverse. And this card is about communication, friendship, and community, also an emotional card. And it says, reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. This card, and the reason why this card is in reverse is because you will realize when all of this happens, because your circle is bigger than this particular circle. And when all of this comes about, there will be a point that you will realize there are people that will not serve your higher self. And they're telling me, not only like friends and or family members, but this will be the point in which you are ready to take the leap. And that means you will have to say goodbye to your office job, to your shift work, like to the average person's, job that you go to. This will be the point that you are secure enough in your light that you are ready to take the risk and walk fully and completely into your light. Okay? And then the next card we have is the Lover's card. Isn't this all making sense to you guys? Right? And okay, so this, there's a little bit of a glare there. There we go. That's because the sun is out today. It really is. And it says, make choices from the heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. When you are transitioning, this card is about transitioning, okay? When you are transitioning, it's imperative that there's balance. There's balance between business relationships and love relationships. Even though this close-knit circle of people will help you with the business, they're saying don't forget that the relationships aren't business relationships. Because when you get to this stage right here, you will have the support of strangers, like especially financial, because the business will grow. This is a business, whatever, this is a business. This is definitely a business. When this grows, you won't need their financial support anymore. So you have to remember that these relationships aren't just business relationships, and that they need to be fed and nourished just like anything else. Okay? And the last card I have for you, my number ones, is the Nine of Gabriel. And this is a card of creativity and fruition. And it says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. This is beautiful. And because of the fruition part, because all of the dreams and maybes and what ifs, all these what ifs that you have right here in this reverse love begins card, all these what ifs go completely away when we get here. Okay? And so they're telling me that because of this, and you being concerned about being able to take care of family, for you, this is going to be a process. This is a transitional process, because you need to feel the love and support. Then you need to be able to know that you can financially do this, and this is why the universe will gift you things that you will need to make this happen, because this is your destiny. This is what you're supposed to do. Everyone who's given a gift, creativity, or everything has some sort of creative energy to it. But this particularly, because this is more into the arts arena than sciences, a lot of people always look at this as like hobbies, or especially I feel like in my number ones in your community maybe, or your family maybe, that this thing was not like something people looked at as a career path. But now that times have changed, people are older, we're in a digital age now. People, especially your family, especially your immediate family, the ones that you take care of in your household, they understand. And they actually are waiting for you to say, to take more of a risk in this area. So I would say keep being creative, keep sharing everything that you do. Start knowing what your worth is. They're saying that because you don't want people to come and try to take advantage. So start learning the worth of what your craft is, and know that you have support, and that this is coming, and that that the fruition of all of your dreams is right there. So that was your reading, group 1. I really hope that it resonated with you. If you would like to book a personal reading, that there is a link below in the description box. If you would like to purchase a Crystal Goddess tea, that link is also in the description box. And if you would like to be a Patreon and get exclusive videos that aren't available on YouTube or Facebook, then the link for that is also in the description box. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, light and love. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Thank you again for joining Crystal Goddess Intuitive for your Am I on the Right Career Path reading. And if you chose Group 2, then you were attracted to this very healing golden quartz. And it's a projective stone. This is used to like cleanse your aura and offer healing and protection. Okay? So let's get into it. All right, first 4 cards is the energy of your current career situation. All right. So the first card we have is boredom and discontent. Yeah, the overall feeling I get is like the code, what's the NyQuil, the day, one of them code commercials where the guy wakes up and he's like, not another day, not another day. I feel like that's where you are with your current career situation or your current job situation. And I feel like you don't even look at it like a career. It's literally a way to make money and pay your bills. Like, it's nothing engaging about it. You don't learn anything. It's very mundane to you. Like, and I feel like you have coworkers who are like so excited about work and so excited, like, okay, whatever. All right, and so the next card we have is partnerships and alliances. And this is about, I feel like this is friendship. This is a friendship. And I feel like there is an idea here between you and a friend. I don't feel like this isn't like we're going to start a business together, but you guys are like, we should start a special department, like within an organization, if that makes any sense. Because it's like you guys have I feel like you may work together too. I feel like you guys have looked at the work environment and you're just like, we need this, because if we had this, it will make the work so much more interesting. Okay? And they're telling me this is a good idea, and you guys really do need to jump on it, because it will help boost this and actually turn it around. And then the next card we have is the fulfillment of wishes card. And I feel that we have this card is because even though this job is mundane to you, you actually wished for this job. Like at some point in time, this was your goal. This was the pinnacle. Like, oh my God, I'm so happy I got this. And I feel like for the first year or the first 6 months, everything was cool, just like a new relationship, like you were dating and everything was fine. And that now it's just like you've been married forever and you know each other's routine, and you just like you need something, like you need to spice it up a little bit. Because I feel like the area in which you work in is the exact area in which you need to be in. However, you're just bored and you need to add some spice to the work life. And the way of doing that is this partnership and alliance. So let's dig more into this and see what else Spirit has for you as far as your career. These cards right here, the energy of these cards are telling you what you need to do to get all the way on that path and the outcome of that. All right. All right. You see, ooh. I'm loving that we have the 3 of all of this one suit right here of Okay. I love these three together. All right, so let's get into it. So the first card we have for you guys is the Eight of Michael card. I'm gonna have to fix that light. We're gonna do that later though, as long as you can see the card. All right. And it says, you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Like you literally have the option to change this. Like, not only do you have the option, but you have this new program that you want to implement. You actually have the skill level to teach it to the other coworkers. Like, this is going to be, I feel like they're going to actually create a department around you, and you will most likely be the leader of that department. Or they're going to like put you in charge of whatever this idea is. You're going to become the leader of it and the entire organization. And the other person that you have this idea is going to be like your right hand man. So it's like you two are going to be the optimal team in this particular situation. Then we have the Knight of Ariel card in reverse, and this is an Earth card. And let's see. And the Knight, of course, represents authority. And it says, there is much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. Okay? So like, you are literally going to be guided on how to do this. However, I feel like my group twos, you are big idea people, which means sometimes you forget the details. You have the big idea, but you forget about the little details to get to the big idea. And this card is really saying, this is an awesome idea, but take a step back and write down all the steps that you need to get there, or all the things that you need to implement it. Because before you go to the big bosses with this idea, you need to have it well thought out. Because if you just go and say, hey, I just got this idea, you know how many times that those bosses hear people's ideas without them actually having a plan to implement this idea, and how to get the rest of the team in on this idea. Like, it needs to be detailed so they can understand, and also add in the benefits of this, or and whatever this proposal is that you will have to probably write. Add in the benefits of, especially if it will incur financial benefits to the business. Make sure that is included. Research is important. Universe says, love the big ideas, but research is important. You and your right hand man need to get and do some research and figure out how this idea will benefit the company as a whole. So the next card I have for you is the King of Ariel. And this is the authority card. Sorry, this is the motion card doing the research. So sorry, this is the authority card right here. And it says, your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. Again, you are a big idea person. And when you're doing this research here, be creative on how because the company will have to put money into this, but be creative on how to not spend as much money. Like, if there's people on staff that can do some of the things you need done, propose that. But whatever you plan out in this detailed process here is going to work out extremely well. Is planning this out will bring you to, and they're saying, a whole different tax bracket. Okay. Sorry, the throat chakra is a little dry. I actually love this breast. So much creativity here. The next card we have is the Chariot card. And it says determination and self-control, career advancements, acknowledgement of success by others. What Spirit is saying, okay, because they said they want me to separate this so you can better understand. Okay? Because this is the outcome of this. All right? And so your idea will work out so well that other businesses will want to implement it. Spirit is telling me that whatever this idea is, whatever this program is, whatever this training course is, you need to go through the process of trademarking it. You need to go through the process of trademarking this idea, because like the card says, it's going to be so successful that other businesses will come to you and say, hey, can you implement your program into my business as well? And so and I feel like this will be even though you will not quit your job or whatever, because you actually like the company, you're just bored right now. It's just like you go in, you do the same thing, and this program is going to like breathe new life into your job. So I don't see you actually leaving the company, but I do see you actually picking up some consultation fees over here. All right, and the next card is the Change Your Life card. This is literally going to change your life. Like, if for my group twos, for whatever reason, they're telling me yachting. So like, if you ever thought about being on a boat for a vacation, your own personal yacht, this is coming. This is literally coming to you. When I say a change of life, what the financial abundance that's connected to this is beyond. They're saying lifestyles of the rich and famous. They're literally saying lifestyles of the rich and famous. And let's read the cards. It says, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. So, the procrastination part comes in. They're saying all work and no play. Because when you get these opportunities to consult and implement your idea into other businesses, you'll kind of be consumed with doing that, because I feel like the offers will come in one right after the other, especially for, they're saying 2 years, especially for 2 years. You're going to actually have a wait list, because it's going to be small businesses, medium businesses, large businesses that will come to you to implement this program. And with this card is saying, most time when you think of procrastination, people think of procrastination when it comes to doing work. But for you guys, it'll be procrastination and actual self-care, because your head will be down working so much that you won't even realize that you've accumulated such amount of wealth. Because I feel like when you get to a certain place here, you're just going to hire someone to take care of that. So it's like, unbeknownst to you, you have now become a part of that small club of people and the lifestyles of the rich and famous. And they're saying this is the point where you're going to have to make yourself take a break. Make yourself go on a month-long excursion. And again, we're getting the yacht, the boat thing going on. So, especially with this partner, they're like, take the partner on the vacation, because you literally cannot do this without this other person. Because I feel like you're the right brain and they are the left brain. You are the creative big picture person and they are the small detailed person. And so you literally need this person as well. It's vice versa here. And the last card we have, ooh, child, you see that? The Emperor card. I mean, you right on top. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. They say retirement. They're saying retirement. If your goal or wish was ever to retire young, this is the path to do it. for my number twos. This is literally the path to do it. This idea that you have that you think that will make work better, you need to go do this research and implement this, because this is life changing, not just for yourself, because this idea that you and this partner have not only will change your life and your work situation, but that it will change other people who are who feel the same way about work. It's like whatever your idea is just offers more motivation, and it actually makes people, what's the word that it makes the output greater. So basically it makes people do better work, whatever this idea is. And it's like, because you were in this situation, because both of you were in that situation, that's where this idea came from. And it's like, again, nothing ever happens by chance or coincidence. So the reason that universe put you in a situation, put you in this whole boredom and discontent place, is so you can use your creativity brain and come up with a solution. Now, all you have to do between you and this partner is do some research and come up with a good proposal and propose it to your business, and everything will fly from that point on. Like, fly from that point on. So much so that universe is saying early retirement is in the cards for you guys. All right, that was a beautiful reading for my number twos. I cannot wait to see you guys on the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, if that still comes on. I am proud of you already, because that takes courage. So I really hope this reading resonated. Please comment below and let me know. If you'd like to book a reading, the link for that is below. If you'd like to purchase a Crystal Goddess t-shirt or mug, that link is also below. Or if you'd like to become a Patreon and get access to exclusive videos that are not on Instagram or Facebook, that link is also below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Light and love. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Thank you for joining Crystal Goddess Intuitive for this Am I on the Right Career Path Pickacard reading. If you chose Group 3, then you were attracted to this beautiful, gorgeous tiger's eye. This is a projective stone. It's ruled by the sun. It has the energy of fire. It is carried for protection, luck, and money. All right. So, welcome, Group 3, and let's get into it. So this first row is is the energy of your current career situation. All right. And the first card we have is conflict and defeat. You guys are, I get the feeling of loss. Like, you're just like, I'm supposed to be doing something. I don't know what it is, but this ain't it. And I feel like you just, even though you work to pay bills, unlike Group 2, you're like, it's no enthusiasm about it. It's like you're so over it, you just rather have unemployment. Like, you're just like, and it's frustration. I get I'm feeling a lot of frustration here. And we're going to move on to this awareness card. And this awareness card is about you saying to yourself and to universe that I know there is something better. And you've been wrecking your brain for a while now. I get 6 months to a year. You literally have been wrecking your brain and saying, what am I supposed to be doing? Because this ain't it. What is it? And it's just like, you just keep going through different ideas. Do I like that? Do I not like that? Do I like that? Do I not like that? And the next card we have is the base chakra, your root chakra. And this is all about being grounded and feeling safe and secure. And there's not a lot of security here, because it's like, because of this whole, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but I don't know what it is. And it's like because you don't, and I also feel like you don't work at a place that is very job secure. Like, I feel like most of my group threes work at some, uh, you are either a contract worker or you work at somewhere where they're just like they can terminate you at any given reason for any given time. Like there's no security in your current job situation, and that's why you're just like, I know there has to be something better than this. Um, and then we're gonna go to this authority card here, and they're telling me that you actually have the authority and the strength to change your situation. And this is just going to take some inner work. Unlike the other groups where the work was mainly physical work, for you, this is going to be spiritual growth in order for you to get to where you need to go. Okay? So here we go into that. What you need to know and the outcome. Okay? So here we go, what you need to know to get on that path, right? We have the Page of Gabriel. And this card right here has it has the energy of a fire sign, it's creativity, and it also represents like messages. And so this says, follow your passion. You are ready for any challenges. Open opportunities for excitement and adventure. And this is tying back into the authority within oneself, because this card is saying you have it in you. Everything you need to succeed, you already have. You just have to believe it. I feel like my group threes, you have been in situations where you have either been put down or told that you can't do things. Like you haven't been supported positively in your life. And that's what's causing this unsafeness and this block a little bit, is though the words of other people have been ingrained into you so much that even though you have this authority in you, even though you have this awareness in you, those words still kind of block you. Okay? And so we're going to move on to the King of Raphael, and this card is about emotions. And again, this is an authority card. And it says, yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. This card represents you getting in tune with your emotional self. You blocking off those mental words. Get out of your head and into your heart. Okay? It's just that simple. Because what's literally blocking you are those negative thought patterns. And because you have this awareness and you're just like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but I just don't know what it is. And actually, this card is saying you do know what it is. You just haven't tapped into your spiritual self to hear the guidance that's there. Because I feel like every time your higher self is able to speak and you get an aha moment, your conscious self dispels it. Either that's not a good idea, you're not good enough, you can't make that happen, that's impossible. Like all these negative words come up. And again, this is a whole retrain your brain situation here. And this is going to require a lot of emotional work, a lot of mirror work, a lot of affirmation work, because this is about self-love and knowing that you have the authority within yourself to change your life and your situation. You do not have to accept what is given to you. You don't have to accept this, regardless of what anybody tells you or has told you. You don't have to accept this. If this is unacceptable to you, then it's unacceptable to you. If it's acceptable to the other people, then that's their choice. But there's a reason why your heart keeps saying this. There's a reason, and this spread is literally saying, because notice the color of the card, green, attached to the heart chakra. Okay, notice the crystal that you picked, this protection crystal. Okay, because you need to retrain the negative thoughts of lack that you have. You need to. I feel like watching a couple YouTube philosophy videos, like to learn about philosophy, may help in this situation, because this is all about believing in things you cannot see, like believing in yourself. Believing in this authority that you have in you. Literally, authority came up twice for you, and just right here, we haven't even gone anywhere else. Okay, and the next card we have is the Four of Gabriel, and this is a creativity card here, and this card also represents stability. Okay, and it says, time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. Guess what? After you do this soul work and you say, I do have the authority to change my life. Once you do this soul work and you start believing that you have the authority to change your life, the epiphany of what you're supposed to be doing in your career is going to literally come to you. But it just can't come until you get rid of those negative thought patterns, especially that negative pattern of lack. Okay? And here we go. Here's the outcome. And Spirit is saying that my number threes are asking, well, what is it that I'm supposed to do? And so Spirit wants me to answer that for you. Okay? And Spirit says, if they told you the exact career path that you're supposed to take, you would miss this lesson. And this lesson is very important, because the missing, not having this lesson is why you are here. And trusting your intuition and listening to yourself for over a year, knowing that this should not be your life. This is you taking a chance on yourself and stepping into your own. And this, again, the authority came up twice here. So you have to go through this to get that particular answer. Unlike the number one and number two, who had a very specific answer. Again, like I said, your situation is very, very spiritual, because there are a lot of there weren't nice words said about money and career growing up. Okay, and so you held on to those things, and you literally have to let go to get to the next stage, and that leads us here. And so the first card we have is here, and on the side is the Four of Ariel in reverse. And Ariel, this is an earth card about materialism, and this represents also stability. And it says, when you give, you also receive. Be resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Okay? And the reason why this card, yeah, I can totes resonate with this. And before I start doing this reading, my guys told me that some of my financial literacy, that learning that I've been doing in the last few months, was going to come across in one of the readings. And it was you, number three. Okay? And this is very important. This is very important, because with you teaching yourself that you have the authority to make changes, and now you have to, now once you do this and that epiphany comes and you start working in your path, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Once you learn this lesson, it's not going to be, it's going to be no time in between. It's literally like, as soon as you learn this lesson, boom, you're right there. Because as soon as you get that epiphany, you're going to go head first and just start running with it. But you still need to work on the thoughts of lack. And you still need to work on how you relate to money. Because as this card says, when you give, you also receive. You need to look at money as energy, not as just money, but it's energy. And when you how we always say, you treat people how you want to be treated, that's because you're giving them the energy that you want in return. And it's the same way with money. When you pay a bill, pay that bill with positive energy, just like how you want other people to pay you with positive energy. Or um give money. Like, that's literally donate money, whether it's $1 or $2 or whatever. Just like, you have to put the financials out into the universe if you want it to come back to you. You cannot be stingy with money and expect to be wealthy. You can't even be stingy with money and expect to be comfortable. It'll always be a chase. It will always be a feeling of not enough when you look at money that way. So the next card we have is the 8 of Gabriel card here for you guys, and it says a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Once you learn this lesson about money and it being energy and so on and so forth, once you learn that lesson, the whatever this idea is, and I don't feel like this is a business. This is an actual career path where you'll actually be working for a company, and they say like a Fortune 500 company. And I really get the feeling of something along the lines of like publicist or stylist, like somewhere along those lines of, like, you're in charge of how people present themselves. So whether that be a stylist or a publicist or a book editor, like, I feel a supportive role here. Supportive role. They said I said too much. Okay. I will stop. But all right, so yeah, we're gonna go with that. Just so you know, I feel supportive. There's some sort of a supportive role. So yeah, moving on. But once you learn this energy about money, money will start to work for you, and this will actually give you opportunities for different activities. Maybe they're saying a secondary career, because there's a duality here, because I feel like whatever you're doing, you'll be able to work for multiple companies. Not like other people where so this might have a consultant feel to it, but whatever it is that you do, you'll be able to work for more companies. And the thing is, learning this will attract those other, you'll start off with one, but learning this will attract other contracts to you, and it'll increase the activity. And the last card we have is the 7 of Ariel in reverse. You have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So, the reason why this card is in reverse is because even though you've done this soul work, and this card here, the career is working, right? You're going to be in your path. You're going to be doing exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing. However, you'll still be learning the energy of money, okay? And I feel like there will be some poor investments. Again, this will be a learning experience for you, because the Spirit is saying once you go through this, you'll never have to go through it again. And they're saying I get pitfall, and they're saying this is a pitfall for a lot of people when they jump income brackets. And I don't know, like, if my number 3s, if you know this, or if you know this, or if you've like ever fathomed, but in order to become like a serious investor, you must have an annual income of $200,000 or better. And with this with this energy and this going through this and getting to that career that you're supposed to be in, you're going to jump tax brackets, okay? And you're going to be in a tax bracket where you'll be able to become a serious investor. And the thing is, because it will be new to you, you will make a couple bad investments. Not bad, not enough where you're going to lose any. Like, you're not going to lose your home or anything major, anything like that. You may lose some money, not a ton of money, but these are lessons that will help you grow in the realm of financial wealth. Because Spirit is saying, once you have the career set, you need, for this particular group, once you have your career set, you need to work, you need to focus on financial growth, and you need to realize that career success and financial growth doesn't always go hand in hand. So even though this is your career, you need to find out what investments work best for you. And in order for you to do that, you're going to have to try and learn. And there are going to be some wins, there are going to be some losses. But at the end of the day, you're going to know what works for you. And out of all the three groups, because of this path that you're on, you are going to be the most wise when it comes to money. You are, out of all three, you will actually work the least. You will actually work the least as far as physical work. But you will learn to have money work for you. And this is part of your life path. This is part of things you need to learn. Like, before your soul even came here, it chose these lessons. And this is a part of the lessons you need to learn. So, I appreciate you guys for watching Group 3. I really hope that this resonated with you guys. I am so excited for the journey you guys are going to go on about learning self-love and worth and all of that, because this right here is a beautiful thing. You are literally changing your life just with your emotions. Just with your emotions. That all you, and I shouldn't say all you have to do is the emotional work, because unlike emotional work out of mental work and physical work is the hardest, because this is things that people can't see. You know what I'm saying? So, or they can if they're closer to you, but they have to really know you to see this work or to see this growth. So this is extremely, extremely important. I am so happy for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you would like to book a private reading with me, there's a link for that below. If you like to purchase a Crystal Goddess t-shirt, guess what? There's a link for that below too. And if you like to become a Patreon member where there are exclusive videos that are not on Facebook or Instagram, guess what? There's a link for that also. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. If you have an idea for a Pickacard reading, please put it in the comments. I check those. Thank you so much. Light and love. Until next time. Bye.